Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So today we're actually going to tackle a very similar problem that we have tackled in the past in terms of the approach. So remember that when you are doing these SQL problems, there's only so many ways you can solve these problems. And once you understand all of the different pieces, then it does start to get repetitive in a good way. And that's how you really master the SQL languages through repetition. So let's go ahead and get started. This is our output. We have the store ID, total revenue for comedy, and total revenue. So the question is find the total revenue from rentals and the revenue from comedy per store. So you can see here that we have two stores. We have the total revenue for comedy, and we have the total revenue for both stores. So how are we going to approach this? Well, I'll say that it's much easier to approach it by separating this question into two pieces. Find the total revenue from rentals per store. So let's do total revenue per store first. So we're going to do from, and we look at our ER diagram. We're going to go from store. We're going to join the staff table with the store ID. Remember, primary key to foreign key. Then we're going to join from staff. We're going to go to the rental table. And from the rental table, we will go to the inventory table. Let's see, rental, yes, inventory. From inventory, we will then go to film, film ID equals inventory. That's film ID. We'll then go to film category. Okay, and then last but not least, we will go to category. All right, so now we have all of the components or all of the tables that we need. So now we're going to select store ID, right? Because we need the stores in the first column. Then we're going to sum the amount as total revenue. I guess we can do for comedy just to stay consistent. So let's put the where statement. Where name equals comedy. And then we have select store sum amount as total revenue for comedy. And then we do a group by group by one. And we will send that to our database or submit the query. Oh, and we know, okay, so that means the store ID is in multiple tables. So we just have to specify. It happens. And my computer is running a little slow. Should be done shortly. From amount, the amount does not exist. And you know what? I forgot to join the payment table. So we need the payments table from, okay, so we need to join the payments table here.
Machine? You gonna go back and see all the pyramids were built or something? No. Ellen and I only go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back.
And let's see if that works.
Can I come? Only room for one. How am I gonna come? Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald. Fine, but I'm bringing this. Alright.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
Or meet the dough.
Usually this means that there's something wrong with our joins. Oh, there you go. So this looks completely off. And so this is part of troubleshooting, right? At least you all know that I'm not copying and pasting code from another place and going through the motions, right? Because that would be dishonest and that would be cheating. But just by looking at this, you can tell that the number is off. There's no way that these two stores generate this much revenue. So that means that our joins are off somewhere, somehow. So from store, we went to staff and we joined on the store ID, primary key, foreign key, awesome. Then from staff, we went to payment and we joined on the staff ID. So let's see. Payments, staff, perfect. Then we went to rental. So from rental, we did, and this is our mistake right here. See, so troubleshooting is a real thing in SQL. Now the numbers should be different. I would think it would be different. You all are watching me make mistakes, but that's okay because now you all know that making mistakes is a part of the process. Okay, so rental, let's check rental on rental ID. Aha, so you can't join rental ID to rental table to the rental table. So this needs to be payments. Here you go. Perfect. You see how I went through those troubleshooting skills in order to get to the right answer? This looks much more reasonable. So now we can continue and do the rest of the problem. And in order to save time on this video, I'm just going to copy and paste these joins and then complete the rest of the problem that way. So that was our first query. Now to complete the total revenue for the two stores. In total. So again, we have to group by one. Joins, oh, whoops. Perfect. Awesome. Now we have to combine these two queries together. And in order to do that, I will do a subquery from the join statement. So I will do a join. I copied this query. I'm going to put a parentheses here. And I'm going to paste that query. And it's just indents. So I'm really like, when it comes to my code, it has to be documented and clean. Because you never know who's going to read it. And you never know when you'll have to come back to it and be able to read it clearly. So now it's clearly indented. And we have to rename this subquery as total rev. Then we have to join it with this table somehow. So total rev on total rev dot, and both of these tables have store ID. So I'll put store ID equals store dot store ID. Now, I do believe that this will return the right answer. Group by 1 and 3, right? Group by 1 and 3 for the outer query. And this should be your answer. And there you go. So you can see that comedy seems to have, you know, a decent amount of revenue compared to the total amount. All right, you all. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your patience. Look forward to seeing you all in the next video.